Hey Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for October. I don't know why I'm getting a little bit jittery. I don't know why I am, so hopefully this reading will be okay. Yeah, if you like this reading, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like subscribe or leave a comment. I don't normally say this, but a lot of people have been saying this to me lately. Your readings aren't coming up in the recommendations. I'm not getting notifications. Did you actually do a reading? I haven't seen it anywhere. Things like that. So if you would like, subscribe, leave a comment. Not subscribe, but like and leave a comment, or dislike anything. It might start YouTube doing its thing it's supposed to be doing, and this happens sometimes, but that would really help me a lot if you would do that. And yeah, if you want to support this channel, there are ways of doing that in the description down there as well. So hopefully this reading is going to be okay. It already looks quite heavy, so I want to warn you of that. Very dark backgrounds, few swords, you know, you've got all those swords down there. So just a warning, I just wanted to say that as well. About 10 warnings in the start of this reading. Right, so yeah, it feels like I'm just looking at how you've evolved, because I think it feels like this time last year, even though everyone's had a terrible year, obviously, I think this year for you, in comparison to last year, you're on a better track. You've got a better sense of direction than you used to have. It feels like you're a lot stronger in yourself, and you're a lot stronger about what you're doing. And I just feel as if I need to say this to someone here. You've got a lot more strength than you realise. You're a lot stronger than you realise. Super, super strong, super resilient, very independent. So someone needs to know that for some reason. There might be someone telling you otherwise. You might be feeling a bit down lately. You might be feeling as if you're not really doing well, or you've got imposter syndrome or something like that. Don't feel like that. You're very, very strong. People do respect you, and you know, you're way, way stronger than you imagine. So I just need to say that to someone, or I needed to. So yeah, what I've got here is it feels like, yeah, again, you're on the right track. You're putting a lot of effort into something, if this is you. It feels like it might be something to do with work or a business or something like that. You're putting a lot in, or you have put a lot in already. It feels like you'd like to put more into this, more financially, more money into this. But you haven't been able to do that yet. There aren't any pentacles in this whole spread, so maybe you're lacking the funds to do that right now. You might still be getting back on your feet money wise, because you put some money into something, this or something else. It's almost like you're spread quite thinly. You'd like to put more money into this thing you're doing, but what I want to tell you is you're on your way to more. You're on your way to increasing that money, and you are on the right track with what you're doing. So someone needs to know that, because someone's having a bit of a dip in confidence here. I'm really feeling that, and you need to know you're on the right track, and you are. So yeah, maybe this is why I'm picking up on this, you know, low confidence, because it feels like with this thing you're doing, you haven't had all that much support in that, or generally really in your background. Yeah, I'm getting a family member, a parent, or someone like that, who hasn't supported you, and they should have supported you. I'm actually getting someone who's been in and out of your life a little bit, if that's you. So if you know who that is, I'm getting a parent or a parental figure or an older family member. Yeah, that there's some kind of reconnection coming up between you. So yeah, there's a lot of wariness coming from you, and a little bit of stress coming from you around that, around this person. So, because they've been in and out of your life again, and they haven't been all that supportive. And I think you've tried to lean on them. You've tried to make them into your rock, because they should be. They should have been your rock. They should have been there for you. But they didn't really support you properly. I'm getting that, because if you know, they should have supported your troubles. They should have been there for you. They should have supported your battles, because if you look at this page, he's battling, and he's up on a rock, but it's a mossy rock, so it's very slippery. It's not very stable. So they weren't a stable rock for you, and I think maybe that might be why there's this little bit of lack of confidence here as well, because you haven't had that stable support and you've deserved to have that. But I want to tell you, again, you're very strong and you can be that support for yourself. You can be that support for yourself. But what I am seeing with this parent or this older relative or whoever this is, if you know who that is, I am seeing a reconnection coming up between you at some time. Just a warning. So now, okay, there's someone you can rely on. I'm getting there's someone you can rely on here. Yeah, I think you've spoken to them. I think you've had conversations with them. You feel quite close to them. I think this might be, it feels like love actually, but you're not quite there with them. Yeah, there's some love connection near you or around you or coming up for you, and you're not quite connected to them properly for some reason. But if you did connect to them, or I'm not sure where you are with them, but this person, yeah, this person could be your rock. This person could be the rock that you need. For some reason you're not quite with them yet. I don't know why that is. There's something in the way. There's something complicated there. Yeah, speaking of complications, I'm seeing a very complicated family actually, going back to your family. Complicated family, lots of step parents and in and out and all kinds of different things. So yeah, lots of not all that stable family background. That's what I'm getting. Just know how self-reliant you are if that's you. You're very, very, very strong. You're very self-reliant. Yeah, the other thing I'm getting is, okay, yeah, there's someone who's proud of you. Now, okay, some people don't like these messages. It feels like, okay, I can't quite make this out. It might be someone who's on this earth. It might be someone who's not. Because it feels like this is someone who can't be around you. It feels like they're around you in spirit. This person's very, very, very proud of you. Yeah, they understand your down feelings. They understand your low feelings. They understand your lack of confidence. They felt the same way, and they want you to know they empathize with you, or they sympathize, because they have been through it themselves. I don't know if they've been through depression. I don't know how bad this has been for them, but this person is proud of you. They want you, yeah, this is what I'm getting. Keep going, be strong for me. You can do this. So they want to know they're there for you, and that you can keep going, and that you can do this. They're proud of you. They can't be around you. And this person used to be stable for you, but for some reason they're not there. But yeah, keep going for this person and be resilient. So yeah, I'm sorry about that message. I know some people don't like them, and I warn people, but it felt like I wasn't sure whether they were here or not. But yeah, it was a bit confusing, because I'm getting because the reason why is I'm getting lots of confusion around your family, and it's confusing me. But anyway, that's what I was getting there. So okay, so I'm just looking at these two cups now. Yeah, there's someone from your past still thinking about you. There's someone from your past that's still thinking about you. I'm saying still because they should have let you go, actually. They should have set you free. You should be free of this person. And you are. You're not around them, but their energy's around you. And yeah, this is what I'm getting. They're trying. They're really, really desperately trying not to think about you, but they can't help it. And they're battling against that. They're battling and battling, like this Page of Swords. You know, and the Page of Swords, excuse me, sorry about that. The Page of Swords can be about stalking, watching. So they're looking at you, they're watching you, they're trying not to. They're trying not to. And it's like, no, will I look at that? Will I look at that page? Will I look at my phone? Will I look at my social media? No, I can't. I can't. You know, it's almost like a drug to them, that they can't stop thinking about you and watching you and all that kind of thing. I'm getting that very, very clearly. And the strange thing is that when you were together, they evaded you. They hid some things from you, some quite important things from you, and you wanted them. You wanted them a lot more when you were together, but you know, they evaded you. And yeah, I'm seeing battling again here, fighting. You know, with this Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. So you know, you wanted this to work and you fought for this, but they hid things from you. So if this is you, there's no point in fighting for someone who's hiding things from you. There's absolutely none, and I think you realise that in the end. But now, yeah, they've realised all that, and they've got all these really intense feelings. Okay, so you might get a message from them, because, you know, again, pages can be about messages. So you might get a message from this person. They're trying to fight against sending you a message, and they're trying to fight against thinking about you, but they can't. That's what I'm getting very clearly. So just be aware that this message might come in from them. You know, I think for you, it's over. It's definitely over. You don't want to go back to this person. That's the feeling I'm getting here, just looking at this Ten of Swords. But there's still a lot of hurt inside you. You can see that. And so I think your mind's a bit, you know, on them a bit as well, but not because you want them back. It's just that you're still, probably still getting over some hurt. So you might be a little bit vulnerable when they send this message to you. So yeah, I'm getting warnings around that. So just be very, very, very careful of this message when it comes in. Yeah, there's someone else. I keep on getting this. There's someone else that's much, much better for you, practically and emotionally. You know, they're around you. They're near you. They live near you, or they're around you a lot. Or, you know, they're around your energy a lot more. Yeah, they're better for you, this newer person. And yeah, this person isn't going to hide anything from you. They're not going to hide anything from you like this past person. Yeah, this is right next to the Three of Swords as well. So, you know, let this past person go if you get this message. Don't talk to them if this is you. And I hate telling people what to do, but I feel very strongly about this. You know, you might even have to block them, I think, because you've got to block. What I'm getting is you've got to block that past energy off. Yeah, this is what I'm getting in the Ten of Swords as well. I mean, this is a really horrible card, but I'm getting positivity in this as well. You know, there's a new person, or I don't know if they're new or not, but there's someone else in your life who's much better for you than this ex, this old energy. It's, yeah, a current love. It's a current love. Look forwards, look forwards. That's what this card's telling you. There's a new dawn. There's a new future with someone that's around you now. It feels like this person wants you to let them in, but you're not doing that. Probably because you're still hurt. I don't know why, but there's some reason why you're not letting them in, or that's how they feel. And, you know, if you have a look at this card, I'll lift it up so you can see. Poor man. So obviously he's really hurt. He's been stabbed. You know, so you can see that he's more than hurt. But if you look behind this man, there's all this water, and then there's a sunrise. So what this is telling you is, if you try and let go of all this hurt from this past energy, with all these swords, and you open up your emotions, which is the water behind that, that's when you'll see the sunrise. That's when you'll see the path with this new person. You can see that there. And that's what this newer person's urging you to do. That's what they'd like you to do. And they can't quite do that themselves, because they feel as if they're getting this, I don't want you, I'm not I don't want you, but they're getting this, I'm not ready, I'm hurt, I'm lost in my old feelings, I've got this old energy around me. That's what they're getting from you. And again, you don't want to go back to this old person, but there's still a lot of hurt there. So yeah, I feel as if I have to keep on saying this. Don't look back. Don't look back. You know, your rock's up ahead of you, your stability's up ahead of you. And again, you didn't get that if this is you. You didn't get that in your family. You didn't get it growing up. And this person who is around you right now, who really, really, really wants you, not this ex, not this difficult person, the new one, they can be that rock for you. I'm seeing that very, very clearly. And yeah, I'm going to go on with the Eight of Cups, because you can see that here as well. Look where this man's walking. He's walking up to this rock. So the rock's ahead of him. The rock is ahead of him. And yeah, you can see this as well. Whoever this is from your past, again, they're still watching you, and they're still emotional about you. Because, you know, on that card, there's a wall of cups there, a wall of emotion, and there's a gap there, and we can see him through the gap. So they're still watching you. But the thing here is, he's walking away. He's walking away from his past. He's walking away from all those old emotions. And he's walking over to the rock. So again, that's what that's showing you. I don't want to repeat myself anymore, but yeah, look at the water on this card as well. It's all green and stagnant. So keep moving forward, and move forward to this new person. You might not be ready yet. You might not be emotionally ready yet. You might still be hurting from this old thing. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But at least, you know, say something, tell them, give them some indication that, you know, that's the reason why, or something. They just need some kind of communication from you, and they're just waiting for that. Okay, I'm just looking at this in the Queen of Cups together. Yeah, this is starting to feel a lot more positive actually, which is really good. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about the past, leaving the past behind and looking to the future. I was going to, because I can see more in this card, in the Queen of Cups, but I'm not going to say that. Right, so because I've already said that over and over again. Now, with this thing you're working toward, this career or this job that I was getting, yeah, it feels like a business. If it's not a business now, there might be a business that comes out of this. Now, what I'm getting is there's something that's coming out of that as well. So you're doing this thing, you're working on this thing. I don't think you realise it yet, but there's something else that's very, very positive for you that's going to come out of that. It feels like this is something you've always wanted to do, not as a career, but something on the side. You know, it's something you've just thought, I've always wanted to do that. You know, that always appeals to me. I'd love to do that. So I'm getting something, I know this is specific, but this is what I'm getting. It's something technical, and it's kind of married in with something creative, because the Queen of Cups is a creative queen. So it might be something like filming, photography, because it's technical and creative at the same time, or it could be whatever else it is, I don't know. Yeah, again, at the moment, you might be thinking about, oh, I'd like to buy this equipment. Oh, I'd love to do this, And you know, I know that kind of equipment can be quite expensive if that's you. Or it might be something else you're thinking of buying for this thing you'd like to do. At the moment, again, there aren't any pentacles here. So it looks like you can't purchase whatever this is now. Down the line, you are going to be able to do that. And there's money that's going to come out of this side thing for you as well. I don't know why I'm seeing filming or photography or something like that. It might be that, it could be something else. But because I'm getting a marriage between technical and creative, it could be that. It could be anything else to do with those two things. But yeah, money is going to come out of two directions from this thing you're doing, if that's you. Yeah. Not now, but in the future. So, okay, so yeah, with this Queen of Cups, right, okay, so I'm getting this love here again, this newer love. And yeah, you can see this big rock behind this queen as well. So your rocks around you or near you, it feels like they're very near you, or they're close to you, or you talk to them. That's how it feels to me. And yeah, you know, this queen's very, very emotional. So again, it might be that you need time to get over these things in your past before you can move forward. But they would really love you to reach out to them. You know, but they're feeling this force field around you. They're feeling that around you. And, you know, if you look at this cup, obviously cups represent love, but this is a spiky cup. Look at the handles on this cup. So, yeah, I actually think the spikes on this cup are reflecting the spikes in the swords, the hurt from your past. So you're holding on, because she's holding on to the cup, so you're holding on to a lot of that hurt from your past. So I could see that very clearly now. And that's what's creating that force field around you. So, yeah, I shouldn't really say this, but I feel as if I have to say this. Try and remove that old energy. You can start by blocking this ex if you know they're going to contact you. You might have already done that, I don't know. But you've got to do whatever you can to put the wall up against the past so that you can break down the wall for this person who's around you for your future. That's what I'm getting. The barriers in the wrong direction, if that's you. So, yeah, okay, so I'm going to go down and I can see this Three of Swords here. Now, I don't want to talk about the past, but it's here, so I have to talk about this card. Okay, look at this card. Now, okay, look at the direction the swords are pointing in. They're pointing down to the ground, the earth, the stability, right? Now, when you're with this past person that hurt you, the swords did not reach the earth. They never reached the stability. They stayed up in the air because you couldn't, they hid things from you, they were elusive, and so you didn't get the stability with them. And you know, you can't grab air. You can't grab air. You can't touch it. But you can touch the earth. You can touch the earth. You can touch the rock. That's what's ahead of you. And yeah, they literally want you to touch them. They want you to reach out to them. Literally. They would love to hug you. But that's what I'm getting here. So, but you know, even if you don't reach out to them, your life's way more stable than it was when you were with this axe. That's what this is telling you again. So it's another warning telling you, please stay away, please block them, please don't go near them. I know I'm being very, very forceful about that. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first card you've got for your future is this High Priestess. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite cards because she's very mysterious, and I really love La Gioconda, the Mona Lisa. She reminds me of her as well. Okay, right, so just looking all the way down here, so yeah, you've got these two really beautiful feminine energies here, one on each hand, and in the middle you've got this Two of Swords. So yeah, I was getting this earlier on. I was getting family, I was getting someone in your family coming back to reunite with you or reconnect with you, and so I'm getting it again here. So, and what this is telling me is this is probably a female figure. It might be a mother, might be an aunt. It's definitely a female mother figure. So if this is you, there's a lot of stress around this. It's a very conflicted relationship because you've got these two women here, and it feels like you've always had this kind of backwards and forwards because you've got the two women and then you've got the swords in the middle, which is kind of like conflict or clashes and things like that in between you and this female. And what I'm getting here is, it's like, you know, sometimes this is what's happened between you in the past, if this is you. And if this is your mother, it might be a mother, might be an aunt. It's a mother figure for someone here. So it's like, in the past, what's happened is you've gone between the Empress with them. You've gone between opening yourself up to them, relaxing, putting your guard down around them, letting them into your life, letting them know things about you. And then when they've really hurt you or they've said nasty things to you, they're very judgy, whoever this is, this mother figure, whoever this is. When they've said nasty things to you, you put your swords up and you go back to being the High Priestess, which is very secretive and quiet. So you go from one to the other. It's like you go quiet, you don't tell them anything about your life, and then you put your guard down again a bit and you start to become the Empress again. You start being more open. You think, well, this is a mother. This is like, you know, I should be nice to them. I should care. And then they start doing that again. So you go back. So it's this pattern that goes around with you. And I think for you, even before you'd go to meet them, if you'd go to visit them or they'd come to visit you, the stress would start before that. You'd start to go backwards and forwards like these two swords in your mind. You need to be saying, oh, if they say that to me, I'll say that to them. Or, oh, I've got to gear up to this. I've got to gear up to seeing them. So there's lots of stress, if that's you, there's lots of stress around this reconnection with this person. So if you know that this is up ahead of you, you're probably quite stressed about this happening. So what I'm getting here is, I think you're going to have quite a different time with them when you see them this time, because you've got a lot of this strength inside you. And again, right at the beginning, I was getting that you might not realise that you've got this strength inside you, but you do. And I think you're going to realise that when you meet this person here, because I think that they're going to feel that coming from you, because you're very, very different to the way you used to be. You've really grown, you've really, you know, you've changed a lot on this track that you're on now. So I actually think they're going to change their attitude to you. You know, that they're going to not be as critical. They're going to tone themselves down a bit, I think, after they kind of talk to you or have this meeting with you. Yeah, things are going to turn around between you, I think. Yeah, there's going to be a change in them, in their attitude. Okay, I have to be honest, I don't think you're ever going to have a super close relationship with them, but what I can see is things are definitely going to feel a lot more comfortable between you in time. You know, they're going to change between you. I'm seeing a real ease of tension a real ease of tension. Because again, right down the bottom, you've got this Empress, and she's so easygoing. So I think things are going to gradually turn out like that. And I think it's because you're very, very strong. So I am seeing this changing. Now, you're probably going to say to me, oh, they'll never change. You know, they're always nasty. They're always judgmental. They're like that. They're like this. So yeah, again, they're not going to totally be this, turn into this angel if this is you. But there's a softening of them. There's a softening of their heart. So they're going to be a lot softer and a lot less, you know, things are going to be a lot less stressful between you. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that really, really clearly here. And yeah, so before I finish, the other thing with this Empress is, I have to tell you this, you've got to let this old energy out, or block them, or get rid of them. Even if you do block them, the person literally, I think you're still going to be carrying a little bit of this hurt still around you. So what this Empress is telling you is to just relax, meditate if you can, get some time to yourself, do whatever you can to de-stress yourself, and move on, because there's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rock in front of you, and they're there for you if this is you. And I really, really hope this does resonate with you, because what I can see that's in front of you, and they're around you now, they absolutely love you, and they're there for you. They're not going to let you down. They're not, I sound like that Rick Astley song, I'm never going to let you down. Because I said they're never going to let you down. But no, this is your rock. This is your rock that you're coming into. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. Obviously, this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.